This is called Back in the High Life Again. I carry you before me, carefully cradled in interlaced fingers, like a pregnant mum would. My shadow mimics the illusion, my silhouette making me look like I'm 7 months gone. Pregnant with you, I carry you, our mum, transformed into this box. Your life now nothing but these ashes, a number 2731. Our memories trying to keep you alive. I place you on my lap, buckle up, car pulling away from crematorium. As your car driving song comes on, Steve Winwood's voice emerges from the speakers like an arc of a diver, and you're back in the high life again, cradled between our tears and laughter. Thank you. This is for my mum, that's my mum obviously. This is called So Much Fun. It's for Ita. Watching Irma Deuce with my mum was just so much fun. Parisian prostitute with wit and a wiggle in her bum. My mum did a good Shirley MacLaine, singing along to Nancy Sinatra songs. Well, did you ever? All the time. As she ironed my sister's frilly knickers, each and every one, my mum was just so much fun. She was our mum, one of a kind and kind. She was a kid just like us. She took in everything we took in, whether it was Billy Wilder's Hollywood to the French New Wave of Jean-Luc Godard. Preparing tea, we chat excitedly as Jim Morrison recited his poetry, the doors open to the summer breeze. My cock fits into your cunt like a hand into a glove, Jim would intone in a voice of doom. And my mum would say, good God, what did he say? And I'd make up something on the spot to try and hide Morrison's simile. The fox outfoxes the hunt, like tenderness and love. And she'd say, good, I thought he said my cock fits into your cock. It was no good trying to pull the wool over my mum's eyes or pull a fast one. She got there first. She was our mum, but she was one of a kind and kind. She was just a kid just like us, and she liked us to be us. Doing anything with my mum was just so much fun. I was happy, always happy to be her son. Thank you. This is called The Constellation of the Girl from Walla Walla. And there was consternation on the internet this morning when everyone goes, what's a Walla Walla? Blah, 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 blah. All I have to do is look it up. It's a town in Washington. It sounds like a name that a child would make up, or it sounds like a South Sea island, but it's Washington. So she just happened to come from Walla Walla. The Constellation of the Girl from Walla Walla. I lick her lifeline. Oh, I can see you're going to have a wet, wet life. She watches the tip of my tongue crawl along her heart line. You will have many, many kisses. She sips her fine wine, laughs, munches sweet onions. All I say comes true right away. Guess I got it right. Cute girl from Walla Walla sleeping just up against the Pacific Ocean. Shh, says the Pacific Ocean as it watches over her sleep. I place day-glow stars on all her extremities. She becomes her own constellation. The constellation of the girl from Walla Walla being looked after by a Pacific Ocean. Walla Walla, the waves call to her, but she's lost inside a dream. Are you really a real Walla Wallan? I ask of her. Yep, she grins, I'm the real thing. The only Walla Wallan I knew before I knew you was a girl in a book. I turned the snow dome upside down, watch it snow forever. I remember her letter telling me of a snowstorm she once knew. I took a little bit of the snowstorm, put it in the fridge so it could melt in July. The snowstorm had never met a July before, so this was its big chance. When the leftover snowstorm finally got to meet its July, it cried itself into oblivion. Here, the letter pauses forever. Outside, snow falls now. Thank you. This is called I Cannot Live Nor Die Any Longer. It's for Miklas Radnati, who was a Hungarian poet. And he was sent to a Serbian work camp by the Nazis, and they did a forced march, and the guards shot him in the head and dumped him into a grave on the walk back home. And inside his, when they dug him up later, exhumed the bodies, they found a poetry book sewn into his coat. So even from that lonely grave, that's how we got some of his poems. So it's called I Cannot Live Nor Die Any Longer. One of his poems says, don't pass me by, call my name, and I'll stand up again. So, I cannot live nor die any longer. I build this bridge of words so that I can walk back over time and take your hand. You talk to me, this man made only of words, talking out of a book, and I only able to touch you with these flawed words of mine. I clasp your hand in mine, call you friend. Thank you. Very lovely couple that I knew. Everybody thought if they break up, the world will end, love will fail, falter. And I made the mistake of asking them, so how did you two get together? And then they told me, and it was a tale of, it wasn't love at first sight. So this is this one. It's called The Unopened Weeks. She paddled in the chit-chat, suddenly surprised to find herself in deep water. She fitted herself into the conversation like an ugly sister into a glass shoe. She conducted him around herself as if she were a museum. She talked about herself as if she were chapter headings in a history book. She felt like an actress in a play other than the one she should have been in. The stopped laughter running madly about inside her. Her strangeness stretched all the way to the end of the room, her smile an horizon. I'm learning to be hungry for your kiss. Ah, that kiss. I think I need a bit more practice. Thank you. This is called The Final Word. After the accident, her rather forward-sloping writing now leans back. The once firm hand now a spiderly crawl across the blue page. When you read this, I will be dead. Letter from beyond the grave. The past and the present collapse into each other. The voice so alive, the letter shakes. Even though I'm gone, I just wanted to have the final word. Written in blue quink ink, the teardrops dissolves her words. Her chair as if she had just left there. It seeming as if she had just stepped out of the room. Everywhere she wasn't, there she was. I kept just missing her, blinded by my tears. I stumble from room to room. I call her name, a bird answers. Rain taps on the pane. Thank you. It's called Babby Daddy. In your tiny hand I become a crayoned man, much better than I am. Blue tack to the fridge, I an icon made holy by my child. I love my Babby. You name me in rainbow, all my D's look the other way. The dog is in the loo! We was teaching him to pee! And he just fell in. It's called I Am Amazon. Topless bather, one tanned proud breast, the other white scar. Unashamed of her solitary breast. The next year, the other breast is lost. She bears her chest to all. Topless, breastless, she smiles at being alive. I offer myself to the sun, sans emblems of woman. I spit in the cancer's face, dressed in only birdsong, caressed by sun.